there for 3 hours yesterday just to promote myself for what? I knew I was done with all you idiots. What you need to be done with is that liquor. That's what you need to be done with.
Hey, Doug. I guess there's one thing I'm not really understanding, and that is how you can separate yourself from all the other tragedy pimps who exploit Summer on a daily.
Okay. Let me make sure. Can you guys hear that? Does it sound good? Well, then how about this, Benny's new friend? How about stop making comments that you know are in bounds, but you're sure that she'll grab a hold of? How about that? That would also be cool, right? I mean, no, Doug, everyone is done with you. Don't flatter yourself like you were done with them first. No, yeah, I think YouTube, if this was a sexual relationship, it finished before you did. Man, I bet you feel really, really unsettled. I don't block. No, I know. That's all I'm saying, Benny's new best friend. Also, man, it's kind of weird. I mean, I get it. You're cool, but are you BS?
No.
Is that a whole bunch of the stuff you were saying in the Discord or wherever that was? Like, I don't even know you like that. I don't even know your real name. I've never talked to you, but you seem to have a whole lot.
That was not me. I was in a live in AB's.
To say about me. I don't have to tell you what's out of bounds. You know what's out of bounds. I mean, you're tiptoeing around it now. So if you're saying things and meaning to be helpful, you must be out of bounds with her, right? Now, she's going to take into an account her own personal beliefs and then what also she knows I have legalized here and put the two together, right? So that's all I'm saying. I'm trying to be kind too. I really am, because something weird is going on. If I go out and come back in, it says chat has moved. Really? No, Doug did not pay for the pizza. He keeps saying he's paid for it, that I took to Monica. Casey K did. Yeah. That place didn't take cards that have 6-digit expiration dates. Fun fact, neither does Walmart. You cannot use a 6-digit. Mine has 6 digits. It has the day, the month, or the month, the day, and the year that the card expired.
Rambling.
So like 03,
Fucking
01,
always
23.
has killed me.
No, hell no. Yeah, no. She paid for it, both pizzas.
Word salad.
Yes, no, that's Thank you for
Oh,
the
look.
strategy.
Now I've showed up.
Faces. I mean, you had videos going every single day.
I said I am
and you
here.
literally went over the
What
same
did I say about
stuff
you?
Over and over. I mean, how many times can we look at Chris McDonough's interview and talk about Allie's belly button?
Now, I can tell you this, Tragedy. There are things throughout the course of even today's segment that I've refrained from speaking on because I don't exactly remember the details. And I've only not talked about it for, extensively for a couple of months since March or, April. So, I mean, I'm still here, but the details go fast. We spent 16, 18 months pounding this stuff into our heads, and you take a couple of months off, and then bam, they start to slip and slide. This is true.
In my opinion, that's exploiting Summer Wells, and that's what you've been doing every day. Well, sorry, that's not true. You stopped for exploiting Dylan Rounds for a little while there, so there's that. But I'm sorry, I have a hard time seeing it, and my comment section's open.
I know, it's like he completely, Casey, I don't know why. Like 2 $5 pizzas are what he chooses to try to razz over. He didn't even buy those. Because back then, 2 pizzas would have been like 3 nights worth of food for Doug in his van. Well, no, I got a whole, can you email me, love?
Don't ever expect me to email you. Hell no.
See? Peace out. Well, then why was you in a place with all of the girls that hold me dear talking like that?
I was talking to girls that I'm friends with that it has nothing to do with your relationship with them, because that's not why I was friends with them. And I'm friends with Penny, and I knew Penny from way back before she even had a channel with Scott. So, yeah.
I only stopped by because I was told you were. No. The stuff in the Discord that you put. You want me to read it to you real quick? Ugh. Let me get this phone. Oh yeah, it's right here. Did you see the stuff in the Discord you put?
Yeah, I saw it because I wrote it. That's how it usually works. I mean, do you think I have automatically forgotten what I wrote? I stand by what I wrote. Basically, someone had addressed me going in, or not actually me, at anyone who it was, had going in to your your chat as 423 Chase messing around, which there was two people. I don't know the other one. And I was going in there to be funny. It was a harmless troll. Like, what was I saying? I was saying like, oh, Lizard left me for a truck driver, things of that nature. I wasn't saying anything ugly to you. I wasn't saying anything ugly to anyone in the chat. I wasn't doxing anyone. So it was just a harmless troll. And someone took it personal, which, after, knowing more of that story, I understand. But I was not aware at the time. And I apologized later on. But in that conversation, nobody was responding to me anymore. And instead, I'm seeing people with these little 100 emojis and, angry emojis and, oh, I agree, but they won't talk to me about it. So that's where the passive aggressive part comes in, because if you have something to say, just directly say it. I don't do passive aggressive, just directly say it. Ask me the questions or cuss me out. I don't really give a shit, but don't pussy around and beat around the bush. That's all I was basically saying.
Penny, what did I put? I am friend with Penny. Well, then why was you talking about me? It's kind of the same thing she does.
She doesn't talk bad about you, Benny. Never has. And every time I've talked to her, she's always actually said kind things about you. And out of respect for her and the people in that server, I never disrespected you either. The only time I finally said anything was the fact that people were coming at me about being a fucking troll, playing around in a sock account, when I'm like, y'all are sitting here tripping on me when he just got done talking shit about our friend, Penny. Penny did not ask me any advice. She literally didn't know even that it was even happening. She was at home asleep and saw it the next day, and her feelings were hurt. That is what basically happened.
Shit. No, you want to hear him or no? Because I got him right here. That's what I'm just saying. Like, it's just a different way you could do it. Who I ain't mad at you, baby. I got nothing but love for you. So, where they at?
You can keep that love and shove it square up your ass because you don't love anything. You throw that fucking word around a little too easily. I take that a little more serious.
Oh, wait. Yes. It says, wow, so would y'all prefer me to leave? Just say so. I don't do passive aggressive. So tell me what you got on your mind. Like I said, my bad. That's like slapping the shit out of somebody and being wrong about why you slapped them. And I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I don't understand.
No. See, here we go again. That's because I had said something prior to that and you're not reading it. You're not reading all my words. You're picking and choosing and you're trying to spin some narrative. Like poor Benny was having, people talk shit about him. And this is why you don't want to be friends with Penny. No. I don't understand why you don't want to be friends with Penny other than the fact that she's just trying to focus on her own life and you don't like that because it takes away from you. Sounds like someone I know. I think y'all just broke up recently too. What's her name again? We won't go into her because that's not what this is about. Anyway, the point is that you're full of shit.
Man, what I do to you? Y'all should be more worried about worried that Bernie is talking crap about Penny than my silly ass. So there's two silly asses. Because if you have...
And no one ever said Bernie, you dipshit. It said Benny. I even went back to reread, like, did I actually type Bernie? It said Benny. Can you not read? What the hell? You can't read your own name? You're ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This is bullshit drama, and you're just playing an act. And that's all this is.
Somebody getting in your email after y'all business has concluded, they think they can do that, but not give you a ring, huh? Girl, take your tired ass home. Shit. What else? Us Caucasian white women shit. The hell you talking about?
Caucasian white woman shit. What does race have to do with fucking anything? You don't know me. You don't know me. You don't know what race I am. And what the hell does a race have to do with anything? Do you think I act entitled? I don't get it. Because I speak up? Oh, maybe you're one of those kind of guys. You don't like a woman to speak up, right? Only be seen, not heard. I don't know. What are you trying to tell me here? Because I don't see where my color of my skin has anything to do with what's going on.
Than my silly ass trolling. He mentioned Brad in his live, so I thought it would be funny to troll with the account I trolled TM with. Oh, so you just like watching grown folks go through shit they're passionate about, huh? That's cool. So now we know BS is one of them people. Hell yeah, staunchly opinionated and likes to fuck over people. Hey, Carlos, what's up, bitch?
I like to fuck over people? Who am I fucking over? You don't have a sock account? None of you have sock accounts? I know of some sock accounts, people in here, in your chat that come into ABs, and we welcome them because we have fun playing with them. To us, that's just like no big deal. Maybe that's just not to you. I don't know. I don't get it. But even your little Carlos dude that you talk about, he's a huge ass troll. What? Don't even. You sit here and talk so much shit. You're a hypocrite. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You're like all over the place. All over the place. Like a whole ass manic episode. There's like no logic to anything that you are even spewing right now.
She don't give no fucks. You just a Hail Hitler of this shit.
I don't give no fucks. And Hail Hitler of what shit? Because I just don't give a fuck what you think. I never have. Why should I start now? Seriously. The only reason why I'm doing this at this point in time is because I'm not having someone spin some shit on me again. It gets old. It's kind of pathetic and ridiculous. What the fuck? You get so mad because I said that it wasn't right what you said about Penny on a live stream. Really? Why do you care what I think? Because I said I thought you were being a bad friend? Well, you were. Because you have her phone number, you have her email, you have her on Discord. You could have easily just called her and told her what you had a problem with and said you didn't want to be her friend no more. But no, you do it on a live stream like a coward, like a bitch. Like, that's a bitch move. Like, just be direct.
Take your ass over there with Doug. Looking ass. Fuck wrong with you?
I don't fuck with Doug. Okay? I don't fuck with people that act like a bunch of whiny ass bitches. Such like yourself. That's why you two used to be good best friends, right? I was never best friends with Doug. So, make sense of that shit.
I guess you didn't know all that, huh? Yeah, man. What business you got in my emails on my YouTube channel? Our business concluded. Quit.
You called me over. You basically asked if I was someone that was in your chat talking about me. What business do I have to be on your channel? Well, don't have a channel, first of all, because you can't really control who's watching and not watching, who jumps in your chat and who doesn't jump in your chat. You can block me, but I have other accounts. I'll come right back in. It's fine. So you make no sense.
All that. Or let me look into your emails then. Especially when you're hanging around, I don't know. Let me go hang out with Carl with your email passwords.
And here, where you're talking about emails and passwords, I don't know who you're directing that at. If that's me or you're talking to Penny, first of all, I've never emailed your stupid ass and never will in my entire life because I don't want you to have my email address. And I have several email addresses, but I'm not going to email you from any of them because I don't want you to have any type of way of talking to me. And Carl having passwords and this, so you're talking about what, going real life and all that bullshit. You're so petty. Why don't you just fucking just move on? If you don't want to be friends with Penny, then don't be friends with Penny. You don't need to be so fucking ugly about it.
And see what the fuck. I don't see what he wants to do with it. Because I see you in my email and shit, but you hanging over there with international dope smuggler. Play with me, man. Quit that shit.
Hanging out with international dope smuggler. So you're talking to me. You think I email you? What the fuck? You're just like White Boy, dude. White Boy tried to spin this shit before too. He came onto my channel and actually was talking shit one time and was trying to say, "Oh, aren't you always in my comments and in my chat?" No, bitch. I've been in your comments one time. We had an argument one time, and that was because of a fake check that Tiffany wrote. And then and it was an argument with Carl. I actually did apologize to Carl and Y Crime about that later on because it turns out I believed the wrong person. Well, I am human. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and investigate someone that I thought was, legit. And I guess I should have. Lesson learned. So no, I'm not a fan of yours and I've never emailed you like we're like homies or anything. So I don't know what the fuck you're even talking about. But then you clear it up and say, "Oh no, I mean Penny." You maybe you need to make yourself more clear because you're talking to me. So who are you talking to? Me or Penny?
I'm starting to see why I'm here less and less because it's the people like Doug and BS, I guess. I don't even know who you are for me to say. You might be someone I know well, or you might be someone I have never talked to.
We've seen each other in passing. No, we have never really talked. Not officially. No. Thankfully.
But it doesn't matter because I know there are people here that will do shit, like act completely different than their regular personality in order to create a problem so that, I don't know, maybe that's Ernie Shell, and then they can come around the backside and fix it. No, sweetie. This isn't an email. These are Discord messages. It's from the Discord.
You can't even keep up with whatever you're fucking rambling on about. I only was saying because it made you made it sound like I was emailing you. So if you're talking about me and then you're changing the subject to someone else, then you might want to clarify that you're speaking about someone else now. Not talk shit to me or whatever it is that you think you're doing and then turn around and be like, "Oh no. I'm talking about Discord, not an email." What? Well, you're confusing the shit, not me.
Yeah, no. They're from your Discord or Penny's Discord. Yeah. 2:30 a.m., 2:38 a.m. Yeah, no, this is Discord. No, it's right here. I swear. I promise you. And I don't hang with Doug. No, I said you should. I mean, you got a fucking matching personality. It's just like Doug to get...
You don't know me, so how can I be a matching personality? I don't... What the fuck? This is what I'm talking about. He's just sitting here making this shit up.
Not doing something or saying something maybe that ain't all the way on the level and then say, "I don't give a fuck." Yeah, no. It's like, "Oh, you fell on the knife. Let me kick it in deeper." It's not about being scared. Look at you. You come here looking for a fight. You.
No, I didn't come there looking for a fight. You were running your mouth per usual, and I'm not gonna sit there and let someone run their fucking mouth about me. Sorry, no.
You're light years up on me. Shit, you do Discord. Yeah, I think Discord is for shit talkers. That's one of the things it's used for.
Discord's for shit talkers, but you were literally in the same chat in Penny's server with me. Granted, I never saw you talk. That's fine. I thought maybe you're a lurker or maybe you just don't participate. I didn't care. But you're a hypocrite, dude. You have a Discord. You literally invited everyone in. It's open, everybody. It's an open Discord. And did I go in? No. Why? Because I don't have any interest to get to know you.
I just never could. I never could hook to it. I never had a hook in my lip. But you, man, are venomous. Look at all these damn shit. Look, you fucking typing so. I mod for AB. I don't care about none of that shit.
I only said I mod for AB because you keep associating me with Doug. I thought maybe you were confused that you saw me in Doug's. But you have seen me in AB's. I also used to mod for Tiffany. I used to see you in Tiffany's. You have seen me around. So don't pretend like you don't know who the fuck I am. I don't care if you dance naked for him. I don't care.
What? I don't care. Is that supposed to really make me not like you now? No.
All right, so my last comment in this chat was, no, y'all are fake as fuck. That's when I left. That was my departure, and I went back to AB's and continued watching his stream. So after this point, I don't even know what was actually said.
So now you're like, no, I didn't say that. No, you never emailed. Oh, yeah. Actually, I did do that. What, so now fuck my mom?
I never emailed you. And no, I never said fuck your mom.
My kids. That's what's next, right?
I never would say fuck your kids. I hope and wish them well. They have nothing to do with your behavior.
Ain't that right, BS?
Be blocked, you can explain it to me. I would love for you to explain how you are different and how you are not exploiting someone.
I don't like horseradish. Does that make you upset? Or does that make you happy? Which one? I like Carl too.
I literally only told what was said about Penny and her server because I didn't like it. I didn't like that I saw her alleged, well, you were supposed to be, whatever, her best friend, talking crap about her on a live stream and nobody was saying shit. So it bothered me, yes. So if that makes me a villain, then go ahead, make me a villain. I don't care. I would do the same if if it was AB and AB was talking crap about, Morris on a live stream or KB or Nicole or any of my girls, Indy, Donnie, Poppy, any of them. I would not agree with the same thing. I would actually probably go to him and be like, "Why? What the fuck?" And if he was to be like, "Fuck you," I would be like, "Okay, take my wrench." It's that simple. I certainly wouldn't sit there and be okay with it. I wouldn't pretend like I didn't hear it. So you can think whatever the fuck you want about me, but you're a fucking terrible friend. I'm glad I don't want any association with you because I see how you treat your friends.
I feel like I kind of traded Carl for Fizzle. I don't know. Like, this is maybe what she felt like. Like, I mean, shit.
You traded Carl for Fizzle? Well, good luck with all that because the moment you piss off Carl, you've got a next level issue to go with there because Carl won't stop. Fizzle is a real friend. She is a real person. Like, she really genuinely cared about you, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
If he wasn't fucking with me, then I think that you could look at the situation differently. But he was fucking with me, and it made more sense to get an understanding with him. And that's what we have. We have a pretty good understanding. And he's... it's amazing that once you kind of because all it is poison within yourself, BS. When you don't like someone for something, once you can cut that loose, you actually look at them differently. It's crazy. Like, it took YouTube.
So here he is trying to manipulate, trying to act like I just hate him for something. No, I hate you for a lot of things. Actually, I don't even really hate you because hate's strong. I would have had to have cared about you at one point in time. And I've never really cared about you. I think you're a dirtbag, actually. You remind me of a lot of people in my past that now when I see those red flags, I stay away from them, and I've seen them in you. Penny, though, would try to talk to me about how, though, she could see good changes in you and that she thought you were doing better and she wanted good for you. And and it kind of softened me up a little. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I have seen, since you guys have been friends, I have seen him seem to be a lot more chilled out, and I appreciate that. So maybe your friendship is really good for him, and this is how I was viewing it, but did I think it was good for her? No, because back in my mind, I'm thinking there's a good possibility that you're going to be this person you are today, and here we are.
And I don't know, 38 years worth of practice before I realized, man, there's a gem in the apology, right? See, the apology has such power. The apology has more power than the problem that created the environment that needs.
Why don't you apologize to her then? Because what you did was shitty. I don't want to apologize to you. You've given me no reason to. You've only just proven me correct every single time when I think the way I do about you. You go through people and just throw them away. Uh it's crazy. Like you don't even know how to be a real friend.
Apology. It is powerful. You may never hug nobody in your whole life, have an argument with them, and then fuck around and apologize. And next thing you know, you're shaking hands and giving each other hugs and shit. A fucking apology has all the power. Carlos says, "Hey, yo, Benny, my big bad way trader might come up in here. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just, and the thing is I kept a 2-player for you though, BS. I just 2-player. Why is she asking you if I'm talking about her? She could just call me and ask me. I mean, she can.
She didn't ask me. I went and said what I said in her server, which you already read, and that's how she learned about it. And you didn't have to take it to a live stream. You're so hypocritical. You didn't have to take it to a live stream. You could have called her and told her what your problem was. Remember, she was your sister from another mister? What the fuck ever.
In my email, right? Without asking me. So I guess she could just ask you what I'm thinking, right? That's what silly white women do. They do all the feeling, the thinking, the shitting, and the hoping for their husbands, a lot of them. Mm-hmm.
Nope. Me and my husband have a mutual relationship. You're just so full of shit. You keep using this whole white person narrative. Like, she's just so white. She's being white. She's a Karen. Oh, she's a Karen. Nah. Like the go-to. You're stupid.
Hell yeah, I don't even know what food tasted like for about 4 years. My wife chewed it up and swallowed it for me. I let her do it. Right? But it's just that basic ass shit. I see her in there in private talking with y'all, but then the motherfucker's in my email. For what? She didn't take herself off. In fact, today, when I had to change a password, the only way that I could get that password is if I sent her a notification, and it's never even been like that before. No. So I don't even know. Like, I just hate. I hate that it's that way. Like, you did something wrong when you have to ask people who aren't friends of your ex-friends how they're doing. It's just a little bit silly, huh? Like,
that's not even what happened. Yet again, we keep going over this. Not even what happened. Just keep on making up your story, and just so that way people can think Penny is a terrible person when really you're the awful person. It's really fucking sad. Really kind of tired of it. It's getting old. You go through Scott, then you got Tiffany, and now you. Like, that's, oh yeah, and Carl, like, and let's consider all the sources. Seriously. It's all about agendas. And because she doesn't play into it, she does not like drama, first of all. You guys just try to drag her name through the mud, and it's really sad and pathetic. Y'all are a bunch of fucking bullies.
She's asking you if I'm talking about her? Well, she didn't ask you to get in my email, did she? Because it seemed like you the one that got all the juice now. Shit. What's wrong with y'all, man? This is a real issue. It's a real fucking issue. I don't get it. I do not get it. I'm not lumping all white women together at all. And look at everybody coming out with the motherfucker. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying, like, I don't think there's such a widespread systemic issue in other races that they have. There ain't no black Karen, and you haven't heard no other name that they call it. You don't hear a Tawana or Shaniqua. No, it is Karen. As soon as you hear Karen, it means a white woman that's early or approaching middle age, probably somewhere BS was 30 years ago. I'm just playing BS. I don't know, but there are definitely.
I'm actually not much older than you, you stupid fucking idiot. To me, you're just like, I could easily be like, well, you're just like those typical abusive men. Because like, how long ago was it? Like 6 to 9 months ago, you made a video about pushing Tiffany's shit in, like some sick fuck. Oh, another time you threatened Molly Golightly. By the way, I'm not defending these women. I don't like them, but you still threatened a woman with a branch, and you were gonna like beat her up with it. Like, what kind of man? You're not a man, dude. You're a pussy. You're a fucking pussy. Do that shit to a man, not another woman. Don't talk to women that way and then sit here and act like you're so nice and all godly. You're so full of shit. Ugh. And by the way, one of your videos I saw of you recently, you look like you lost a lot of weight, dude. You look rough. You need some sleep. I don't know. Are you on something? What the fuck is wrong with you? Or is it just that you're not eating? What is your problem?
There's differences that come with culture, right? It's just the way it is. I didn't create the protocol and the parameters for that sort of thing. But you like horseradish? I won't eat no pork or horseradish. And I sure I hate that you're in a community where I have a whole bunch of fucks to give still, even though I don't act like it. Look at this right here. She put it. I'm gonna show it. It won't let me show it. She's got a comment here that says, "I give no fucks."
No, it says, I don't give a fuck. Because I don't give a fuck about you. Get it right. I don't give a fuck about you.
Hey, I hate that you're in a place that takes an unlimited amount of fucks to be in. I mean, you're just a pair of eyes and BS. Like, I don't really think I've never really thought you had a bunch of fucks, I guess. I mean, I never looked at the eyes as an A/B mod and said, that person there probably has a whole extra fucking trunk full of shit of fucks to give. I never did that. So you don't really have to tell me you don't have any left. You've just been so beaten up and jaded by the YouTube community, you're out of fucks to give.
No. Not really. I don't give a fuck. I'm not jaded or beaten up. I'm just exposing your stupid ass, that's all.
Remember asking you for a single solitary fuck. In fact, I kept it so gentleman and player with you that I think that's why you're busy. Because God doesn't really hit the same if Benny doesn't fly off the handle right.
When the fuck were you a gentleman player? When? I really am kind of confused by that.
No, I get it. That's what you think gives you the power, right? You think that you can control these people with that shit. Nobody cares about that BS. I mean, I do all my business BS right out in front of God and everybody. Hell yeah.
All in front of God and everyone. I don't even think you really genuinely believe in God. I really don't. I think it's an act.
You gotta probably get liquored up high to do your business.
I don't even drink. Maybe once in a while I do, socially. Like, I'll have like one beer or one glass of wine. But I really don't drink often because it messes with my blood sugar. So no. And I'm pretty fucking sober. So I don't know what the fuck. Just because someone is upfront and blunt, they gotta be high or drunk. I don't need liquid courage. I don't need drugs. So, you got me wrong again there.
Coward shit. And you know what? That does not move me. I'm not moved by that. However, I'm guessing because it's a mainstay staple in your personality, you must have people that feather that shit. Right? You have people that you can do that around, and there's a payoff to do that. And what's crazy is, Penny's there. It's fucking nuts.
I don't know what you're trying to paint me as. It's kind of weird. I need to be feathered. No one tells me or encourages me to do anything or whatever. My friends respect each other. Like, we all just let each other do our own thing. I mean, yeah, if one of us starts acting like an ass for whatever reason, we might be like, hey, you're kind of being an ass. But we're cool after that. And you don't know anything about my friend group. My friend group is a pretty damn cool friend group. We keep it pretty real. And we don't deal with shenanigans and fucking drama bullshit. Like, that shit can get right the fuck out. So, you don't know us.
It's fucking nuts. It's not that crazy. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm pretty sure even Carl possesses the ability. Carl's a smart motherfucker. Way beyond what he even shows here. Like, he's probably photographical, I would say. I bet you he could probably almost fly a drone with it.
So now he's fluffing Carl. How cute. Who's fluffing whose feathers here?
No fucking screen on it. I'm telling you, that dude's smart as shit. However, I have never caught him talking shit about me privately. Only publicly.
Wow. Okay. Well, I wasn't talking shit because I would say to your face, you're a terrible friend. And honestly, like, we aren't cool like that. So why would I talk to you about it? If we were friends, I would say, that was really uncool of you, Benny. I mean, but I do believe like I said something in a chat as another account. I think I might have been Little Puta or something. And I do believe I said, I thought she was your friend. And you didn't even respond. My matter of fact, my comment got deleted. This was actually the beginning of this stream. Because I saw your little name. What was it? Ex-friend of Penny's or some bullshit. It's just so immature, dude.
Never caught you talking shit about me publicly, only privately, and then hide behind a screen. But you know what? They said there's such a shockingly large number of
Why do you care who I talk to about what? And like I said, it was one conversation. It wasn't like a long going conversation like how bad you're a piece of shit. Those words were never in there. I didn't say like you're a terrible person and need to go and unlive yourself. I didn't say nothing ugly like that. I just said that I thought what you did was not cool, and I don't know why everybody sat around and just didn't say anything. So what are you doing? It's like you're making a mountain out of a molehill, dude. Like, your argument is so dumb, and you're making this into some kind of content, and it's ridiculous because it really wasn't even that big. It wasn't even that big of a deal. And like I said, if you had an issue, you could have just DM'd me on Discord because you were there. Even though you want to pretend like you don't ever do Discord, your ass, I saw your name, it was fucking there. So, whatever.
Younger aged, before middle aged men, probably about my age, who are just fucking littering the internet now. So is it safe to talk now? If this is about Penny, she is a psycho too. I don't know. It was just like, by the time I even realized who Penny was, she had already been everywhere and done all the things, even some things that I still won't talk about because it's not for me to talk about. Can we ban gaslighting from the vernacular, please? Carl really, he does care. And that's what you see. Like, his anger is like passion misdirected. That's what Carl's anger is. It is passion misdirected. And when you look at it that way from a different vantage point, a different perspective, you can see that the things that he does are actually delicate. A lot of the things he does is so delicately woven, right? Like, I don't look at Carl now as some crazy dude that thinks that people are involved in multiple fucking, let's say, for instance, public shootings. No, I believe that could be a possibility. When before I was closed-minded to any possibility of anything he would bring up because of the way I felt about him. See, that's the thing. You have love in your heart for everyone until your mind tells you otherwise. Your mind will tell you, you need to not like this person. Why? This person could be a challenge to you. This person could be this or that. But that's not really the case. That's the worst case scenario that your mind, because most people are pessimistic. The glass is half full. Half empty, rather. It's like the dichotomy of, well, staring me in the face right here. Tragedy Pimps Exposed. I think what they do is needed. I think that what they do is they watch the watchers. Beautiful ideal, right? It's like internal affairs. It's like professional standards with the police. It's any of those governing bodies within inside of some other sort of body, right? Doesn't understand that when you put a bale of commercials to make money and revenue off of people that you're saying make revenue off of something you say is not cool for them to do, it's secondhand. It's the same thing. It's just that the person that you cover maybe in some instances has put in more research into a particular situation. Now, I'm not here to say that what she does is wrong. That's not what I'm doing. All I'm doing is identifying that it's secondhand. That's all. I mean, I don't care what people do. If they want to make money off the internet by doing XYZ, that's their business. Who am I? Listen, this is the ultimate thing. You got to use logic here, logic and physics. If someone in California is doing something I don't like, it's much easier for me to just don't give a shit and stop watching than it is to continue to grind and grind and grind and grind with these people. And then hopefully I'll be mad at Doug while I'm in the shower washing my hair. And when I'm doing dishes after dinner, maybe I can be pissed at Doug then too. That's what it would do to me. Now, I'm not saying that's how Tragedy Pimps lives. Tragedy, exposed. I'm not saying that's how she lives. I'm saying that's how I would live. I mean, if you are outside of YouTube editing videos, not on YouTube, but in your room editing them, or your living room, your garage, wherever, you're editing videos for YouTube, that means you're dealing with YouTube and the emotions when you're not on YouTube. So yes, I think I can answer that probably pretty, I'm not an expert witness, but adequately I could say, yeah, if you spend a lot of time editing videos, ma'am, that you might also be dealing with the emotions of things you cannot change physically or logically. You cannot change those things. And so I think that there's probably other things in the world that you cannot change that are more positive to be involved in and look at. Like, can you solve world hunger overnight? No, but it's a more valiant thing, I think, to try to combat and battle against. Hunger you can chase away. You cannot chase Doug away. All you can do is hope to trigger him to get the next worst reaction from him, right? That's all that's trying to happen here. That's it. Just trying to get the next raw action out of Doug that'll fuel the Dougie tank and the Dougie playlist for, a few more weeks until he calms down. Usually he'll have to do something that's either right on the cusp of breaking the law or way over. There is no middle ground with Doug. He's either all the way in or all the way out. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And then he quiets down. Like, we see the pattern, right? He goes manic. He shows a girl's boobs and vagina online. Then he thinks he's going to, jail for it because it's a felony now in California. They just changed law. But, he doesn't stop.
Much like you don't stop. You should probably take your own advice and go do some good in the world. Because I don't see anything good that you do. I don't see how you've helped any case. Actually. You get yourself inserted in several of them, and then what? What have you done? Anyway, I have grown really bored of this. I'm tired. I just wanted to have that explained because I'm sure there was a lot of people that were very confused. I know that there is, actually, because I keep getting messages in Discord. And this is probably the fastest, easiest way to explain what happened. So, there you go. Ta-ta for now.